Welcome to the Boom Bap Kingdom. Yo, peace. Welcome back, Boom Bap Kingdom. We're in the building today. I wanted to jump on the Akai Force and answer the question if we could actually make a dope boom bap beat on the Akai Force. A lot of you guys know that Ableton with the Push 1 actually developed that with Akai. Akai made the hardware, they made the software. When Ableton came out with the Push 2, they decided to do the hardware on their own. So they did the controller on their own, and then they did updates to Ableton Live. And so Akai was out of the picture with the Push 2. So what that kind of did was open up the door for Akai to do other stuff for Ableton users. And they did make a couple of other controllers and stuff. I am not an Ableton guy. I'm not a controller laptop guy. I'm a standalone guy. So I don't know a whole lot about that world, but what I can tell you is Akai saw an opportunity to basically put Ableton in a box, and they made the Force. The Force, if you're an Ableton guy, you know the Force is clip-based. It's not linear-based like an MPC. MPCs, the sequencers, the patterns, the programs, everything is linear-based on MPC. With the Force, everything is clip-based on a grid, right? And then you create scenes with clips, and then you launch scenes. Akai stuck to that exact workflow and put it in the Force. So with that being said, the question would be, can you make a boom bap beat, like official, boom bap on something like the Force? And we're gonna figure that out today. So just stick around. I already have some samples chopped up. I did not add any drums, anything yet. I'm making this joint as we go. All right, so just stick around. I got my man in here, the young god. He's trying to learn how to chop up samples, make beats, etc., etc. So he's gonna be along for the ride on this one. And if he has any questions as we go, we're gonna answer them. All right. If you guys have any questions, feel free to put those in the comments. And don't forget, like, share, subscribe. You know what I mean? Bang is free. Come on, why not? All right, peace, let's go. Okay. So I'm gonna chop up some drums. I didn't get into that yet. So let me dig into the stash and let's see what we got. I don't know what I'm gonna choose yet. I might even load up some drums from my library on my Force hard drive. We'll see. That's an old school trick for y'all that don't know how to crack open brand new vinyl. With boom bap, those drums, they gotta have that analog, that punchy, crispy, vintage sound. If they sound thin and electronic-y, that's not boom bap, right? Off the rip, we're taking that kick and that snare. All right, let's take one more. Alright, now the reason why I'm chopping up so many drums is because sometimes when you're making a beat, you may find certain kicks and snares don't match with the loop that you've created or the loop you're trying to create. So sonics is very important, how the samples that you're chopping up work with the drums that you're putting around them. So that's very important. And for me anyway, it is. All right, cool. So I think I got enough drums, right? So what I want to do is I want to start chopping up these drums. And then once I have my drum kit, then I will start working with the chops to create a loop. A good dirty open, it's always butter. You don't always want to use an open, but to have them in there from time to time is really dope. So I'll find an open. I may or may not use it, but we'll see. That's a nice one. Let's throw that in there. Done. So on the Force, if you want to double up your drums, you need to go into the menu and then track edit, and then you're going to choose master for that track where you want that drum track to be. And then you'll see where you can set up your mute groups and you can set up your simultaneous play. Alright, the drums are sounding pretty boom bappy, if that's a word.
Boom bap kingdom, new word. Boom bap.
And so now let's think about these chops, because I got a bunch of them. And I don't know how I want to use them yet. If I want to use them like in a drum program, or if I want to make different key groups. The quick and dirty of it would be a drum program and just run them as chops. So let's try that first. Let's make a mute group. And like I said earlier, to do that, you just select the track, go into track edit, master, and then you'll have mute target. So you select the pad. So we'll choke out 2. Now what the way I'm going to do this is going to be smart though. So if we're on pad 1, we're going to choke out 2. We're going to choke out 2, 3, and 4. And 5, right? So we can choke out 4 samples. So 1 can choke out all the other ones. And then we're just going to go down the line. Alright, let's come up with a drum pattern.
Boom bap kingdom says it's time for some drum.
That sounds pretty raw, so let's run with that. That sounds kind of hard. What do you think, young God?
I like it.
Alright, alright. Alright, we're getting there. I'm going to give you all a pro tip. If you're making beats for an MC, somebody's going to be rhyming to them, you got to think about the persona of that MC. If that person's hard, if they're a hard street cat, you're going to want to give them something grimy that, fits the personality of the artist. If they're, a fluffy kind of crossover dude, then you're probably going to give them something a little, maybe it leans more to the R&B side, etc. You know what I mean? The sonic should fit the artist, so just think about that. So for me, I'm making beats for stuff that I would rhyme to, period, right? If it makes you want to rhyme, then you're probably on to something. Remember, you gotta save your...
The boom bap kingdom says save.
So let's go ahead and save. And let's throw a bass line in here, because I already have a plug-in track created. Just something like that. You don't need a whole lot of different notes for a boom bap bass line. It's time to dig in the crates.
Howdy digging time.
So I'm thinking for a dope offset, a nice vocal chop would go really well, and you cannot go wrong with gospel vocal chops. In this case, I'm just looking for a little background, hey, oh Lord, All right, so I got my dope offset. What I'm gonna do is I pitched it, and I'm gonna 16 level it, and I'm gonna leave it a little unpolished on the edit, leave it a little dirty on the end, because I think that might blend well with the transients and the chops.
The Boom Bap Kingdom says that's official.
The famous boom bap echo. I'm gonna make one more adjustment to that bass line. Let's lay it over again. But now I know what I want to do. That's what we're gonna do. What do you think so far?
I like it a lot. I like what you did with the switch to that 808.
Yo, word is bond, God. I think we got it. Alright, we chopped up some drums, added an offset, we threw in a bass line. We had a couple little hiccups here and there, but we kind of corrected it. And I think we got a real dope situation going on right now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap the recording of this episode here. This was episode number 4 of Boom Bap Kingdom. I really appreciate you all riding out with me, just watching me in my process. I hope you like the content. If you like the content, please give that thumbs up. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Boom Bap Kingdom, Fism the Demigod. I'm out. We got the young guard here chilling with us. I'm going to leave you all with the finished joint. All right? Peace.